Hello everyone and welcome to Shark Dress Gaming. I'm your host Richard and today we are back with the Primal Battle League Week 10 against JustWeavile in the Arizona Weaviles. A lot of Weavile in there. But today I brought my Dawn Fan, I believe physically defensive Dawn Fan leftovers, Expert Belt Electivire as per usual, Sleep Talk Melodic as per usual, Choice Scarf, Modest, Noivern, a new special Gardevoir I made just for this battle with some pretty cool EV spreads, I thought. We'll see how I messed that up. And Salt Vest Conkelder, I don't think I put Life Orb on him. Flame Orb on him. I could have. I'm sure we'll see in the battle if I did. But he brought the Fortress, the Garchomp, Suicune, Thundurus, Incarnate, Mega Charizard Y, and Breloom. So a lot of OU threats on the team. His whole roster is pretty scary. He got a lot of really good picks. I don't know. I had just woken up. It's I don't know how it works out where I work at the night time and I still have to wake up in the middle of the day to battle these people who live in like the UK and stuff. I don't know how it works out. I'm not good at time zones. But yeah, I just woken up just to battle because we were running behind. I don't even know what the schedule is anymore, to be honest. But we're just gonna hop in this battle here. If you haven't checked out JustWeavile, please do. Amazing Wi-Fi battler. His link will be in the description below. And we're gonna get right into this battle. So leading off, I wanted Donphan to come out and get off his Stealth Rocks, and I really contemplated putting the safety goggles on Donphan just for Breloom, and I really just didn't want Breloom to start, but as soon as he did, I knew he was going to go for Spore, so I switch out into Melodic, who wants to be asleep anyway, just to catch that Spore, have that Sleep Clause go in there so nobody else can go to sleep, and then switch out into something who wants to take a Bullet Seed. So I am going to go to sleep, and then I'm going to switch out because I don't want to take a Bullet Seed. I switch out into Noivern knowing it can resist the Bullet Seed, and he will go for it, and I won't take very much damage. I do Frisk the Focus Sash, so I see that happening. He Bullet Seeds, does about 10 per seed, per bullet, I guess. He only hits me twice, which is nice. I expect him to switch out first, so I go for the Draco, knowing it hit anybody pretty hard. He does not switch out, unfortunately, so if I would have went for Air Slash, I probably could have gotten a flinch. But, and I also forget, because I haven't used Breloom in years, even though I love Breloom, I forget Breloom carries Rock Tomb, and that's going to kill Noivern, easily. So, Noivern goes down without, he did quite a bit, but he didn't kill anybody, unfortunately. So I will go out into Donphan, just going to try and go for the Ice Shard. I wasn't sure if he wanted to stay and sack it off or save Breloom for later, so he does save Breloom. Makes sense. You want to save as many Pokemon as you can in this league. He goes out into Suicune. Now, this is probably another one of the bigger misplays. I was kind of assuming he's going to switch out, so I was going to Stealth Rock, which would have helped with like Charizard and stuff, but I didn't. Go for Ice Shard. And now I know the Suicune's either going to want to start sending up or attack me. So I'm going to switch out into my Gardevoir, whereas I should have switched out probably into Electivire. Just because I should have saved Gardevoir is what I'm trying to say. I relied quite a bit on Gardevoir because I kind of set it up for everybody, so I knew it could take on anything, but I should have saved it for certain Pokemon that I didn't have other things for. So he gets a Crit Scald, which kind of made me mad, though it didn't really matter in the long run, because even though I'll be able to take out this Suicune, I still won't be able to live an Earthquake from Garchomp, which is the big thing I really need Gardevoir for. If I would have saved Gardevoir and used Electivire instead, Electivire might have actually done more damage than Gardevoir did with Expert Belt Thunder Punch. But what are you going to do? So after leftovers, it's kind of a long shot with Thunderbolt. I have to get max damage to knock him out, and I do get max damage, knock out the Suicune. But unfortunately, my Gardevoir is at a point where it's not really worth keeping around because I can't go up against this Garchomp. But I figured I'd try anyway. Earthquake's gonna take me out. It does about 80% to this Gardevoir after all that EV spread nonsense, but it's gone now. So Gardevoir's gone. I'm gonna go into Melodic, and I'm just gonna go for the Sleep Talk, hoping for the Ice Beam. He does switch out, knowing he really can't do anything. And he goes on the Thunderous, which I would have loved to still get Sleep Talk or Ice Beam, even Scald. But of course, we're going to Sleep Talk into Rest. And then I'm going to go for he's going to go for the Hidden Power, expecting the switch. Because he doesn't know I'm crazy and I leave Melodic in on Electric type moves. And I'm going to go for Sleep Talk, but since we aren't in Rest, we can wake up at any time. We got Spored, and we wake up then, which is awesome. Any other person would have loved waking up that early. I hated it. I was so mad. At this point, I was really mad. I usually don't get super salty in games, but I was just playing so badly that I was getting really mad at myself. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So he Volt Switches out. And I still stay in because I'm dumb. And he goes out into Breloom just to sack it off, because nobody really wants to take either an Ice Beam or a Scald from Melodic, depending on what I wanted to do. I do go for the Ice Beam, which takes out Breloom, so Melodic does get a point, which is nice. It's always nice for Melodic to get points. So I'm going to get a little bit more Leftovers recovery, but at this point, I'm not going to live anything. Especially not a Solar Beam from Mega Charizard Y, which does come out here. I do stay in. I thought I was going to switch out, but I knew nobody wanted to take a Solar Beam, and if they did, they wouldn't be fast enough to do anything to this Charizard. And at this point, I don't even know if I had anything left for Charizard Y. Maybe Electivire, but again, Electivire is not going to take 2, much less 1 hit from Charizard. So Solar Beam is going to take out the Melodic. Again, Rocks would have been nice. Anything would have been nice. If I would have had Rocks, I probably would have been a little bit better off. But, you know, you gotta go for the Ice Shard when you can, really. So, I go out into Electivire, knowing it's the only thing I really have for this Charizard. And I'm going to expect the switch, which he does. What did I go for? I went for Ice Punch. He actually goes out into the Fortress, which is another thing Gardevoir was made to kill with its Hidden Power Fire. Gone. So, it doesn't really matter. I did have the Fire Punch, but he has Red Card on his Fortress, so now I am out of here into my Conkeldurr, which can't really take on Fortress as well as my Electivire did. Oh, I was a Sulphate Conkeldurr. Okay, so I Drain Punch. Again, it's not going to do much, but it's something. And he's going to Volt Switch out. I believe he goes into Charizard here, right? Yeah, Charizard, which I have nothing for, once again. I do switch out here knowing I can't take an Air Slash. What do I go out into, though? The Donphan. I figured Donphan wasn't really worth anything at this point. Couldn't do much else. So I just wanted to see how much Air Slash would do. Since I don't have Assault Vest this time, I've leftovers. It does over half. So really anything he does is going to kill me. I think he just goes for Solar Beam. I go for Ice Shard just to get damage, because at this point, I really can't do anything. He's got me on the back foot. I just got to try and take as many Pokemon as I can with me, just to try and get some points, at least. So Flamethrower would take me out. Sunlight is gone, though, so that's something. I go on Electivire. I don't know if I try and Predict again. I think I do. I'm not Choice Scarfed, which is probably what he thought I was. He goes on the Fortress. I do Thunder Punch this time, hoping he'd stay in. Does not. Fortress does not take that well, because it is a crit. And then I do Fire Punch after that to take him out. But now he knows I'm not Choice Scarfed. So he knows he can just go into anything really and kill me. He does go out into Charizard, of course, because Charizard needs them kills, true. So he's going to bring back the Drought. I am going to try and go for Thunder Punch, hoping I can live something, but I'm not going to live a Drought Flamethrower from Mega Charizard Y when I'm in an Electivire. So Electivire goes down. Hey, look. At least got a neutral thing. That's all I can really hope for at this point, is having neutral differentials on Pokemon. But Air Slashes, which is going to easily take out Conkeldurr? No, it does not. I do live, and I do get off a Drain Punch. That's really the only thing I had from. I have Knockoff, but it's not really going to do anything. Whereas Drain Punch at least still does quite a bit for being resisted. And then I'm going to Mach Punch feebly at this point, just trying to hit this Charizard in my rage. And then he Flamethrowers, taking out Conkeldurr. I believe that's my last Pokemon, right? I haven't been counting how many things have died. That is my last Pokemon, so good game, JustWeavile. I had high hopes coming in, a lot of misplays. So I didn't do too terrible for a lot of misplays, but even if I had kept my Gardevoir around, I still didn't really have anything for Charizard, other than my Electivire. And once he figured out it wasn't Choice Scarfed, he kind of could just kill it. He could have just killed it anyway. Looking at my team, I didn't really have anything for Charizard. I don't know why I thought I did. Melodic, I guess, but Melodic still didn't want to take Solar Beam. I don't know. But I'm not. I was really upset then. I'm not as upset now. Because I still did take a lot of Pokemon with me for misplaying, and realizing I had nothing for Charizard Y is kind of dumb of me, I guess. I could have had Thunderbolt on my Gardevoir, but I put Calm Mind because I'm like, I don't need Thunderbolt. I do need Thunderbolt. I forgot about Charizard. Or did I not have Psychic? Psyshock. I don't know. I haven't looked at my Gardevoir for a while. My whole team was sitting in my my battle box for like a week ready for this, and then this happened. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me and watching for Week 10. We do still have 2 weeks left. We have Week 11, our rematch against Gearhart and Seattle Star Raptors. That should be an amazing game as it was last time, as long as I don't mess up. And then Week 12, it's Minnesota versus Minnesota with the John Dance King and the Twin City Tornadus. So both should be really fun games. Again, at this point, we're just trying to get the best scoring we can, and then hoping to turn our the name for our team around in next season. But thank you guys so much for joining me. Show the support by hitting that like button. Go check out JustWeavile, amazing Wi-Fi battler. I watch a lot of his stuff, really cool. Been in FFA with him. Go check out that FFA on. It's on just iPokeShuckles or something. It's on iPokeShuckles channel. I'll link in the description, you guys. Check it out. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny stuff. They missed the round where I whomped everybody with Butterfree, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me again, and we'll see you next time. Bye.